Hey, it's the D-League, Patrick and Jack. We just got done our Wednesday night normal show that we do. It was epic. If you missed it, you need to check it out, thedleague.com. Also, you can follow us online at D-League Show, Twitter, and Facebook. This is the NFL Rundown. This is where we tell you basically who's going to win this week. I'm going to tell you who's going to win this week because this guy has no idea. I was only one game behind you last week.
Well, do we want to bring up the first week? But that's all right.
No, that's ancient history.
Last week I went 10-4.
What have you done for me lately?
Okay, well I went 10-4. You went 9-5. What have you done for me lately? I picked the winless San Francisco 49ers to get their first win, and my boys came through.
Gosh. And you know what? I may pick them this week.
I know.
Again.
Well, here's the thing. For the season, you had a nice bounce back week.
Okay.
Back to 500. You're at 14 and
right.
14.
Okay.
I'm at 19-9. I got a 5-game lead and looking to
I can get that back this
lengthen
week.
the gap.
I can get that back this week.
Let's get it started.
We'll start right now. Atlanta and Cincinnati. It's in Atlanta, and after getting roughed up by Philadelphia last week, I think the Falcons pull this one out and beat the lifeless Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, who picked this team for the playoffs? The
Who?
Bengals? Honestly, I'm taking the Falcons. And that rolls us right into Washington at Chicago. The Bears, I've been calling them week after week the most overrated team in the NFL that just keeps winning. However, this week they lose back-to-back games. Give me the Washington Redskins rolling over. The Bears at home.
I'm taking McNabb over the Bears. His hometown Bears. He's going to beat them. Redskins win, and a big win this week. It's going to be a high-scoring game. Look for that. St. Louis at Tampa Bay. This is a game at the beginning of the season where you would actually say, you know what, it would be nice to see Sam Bradford get some work. Sam Bradford's winning.
Yeah.
Josh Freeman, he's winning. This is going to be a competitive game, and a game you may not want to miss.
This is two solid young teams facing off against each other in Tampa.
This could be a playoff matchup in 3 seasons.
Exactly. You're right, though. They're both teams that are on the upswing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who you got?
I got the Buccaneers.
I got to agree with you. I'm going to Tampa Bay as well. We're kind of doing the same thing we did last week. We'll see what happens.
I hate you. Go ahead, go.
San Francisco at Carolina. You have the return of Matt Moore. You had the Jimmy Clausen, the former Notre Dame quarterback experiment. Now seems to be over. They're coming back to Matt Moore. Yes, I threw the Notre Dame dagger out there just for you. Give me the 49ers to get, believe it or not, back-to-back wins.
Wow. Okay. So you're saying the Jimmy Clausen era is over and done with already?
Not over, but for this year, quite possibly until Matt Moore gets hurt.
All right, well then I'm picking the 49ers then as well. Let's move on to a game where, I think I'm going to make the pick for both of us. The Ravens.
Done.
Okay, done.
Buffalo, sorry.
Oh, by the way, the practice team is Buffalo.
Yes.
So thank you, Ravens, for showing up in Baltimore this week. Go ahead.
We're going to roll to Philadelphia at Tennessee. Two teams that last week had big wins, Philadelphia over Atlanta, Tennessee over the Jaguars, which is not that impressive. These are two kind of Jekyll and Hyde teams that week after week you never know what you're going to get. I'm going with the Eagles getting the road victory. Your NFC Player of the Week, Kevin Cobb, threw for almost 80% last week, and one Deshaun Jackson mishap looked pretty dominant, and I think the Eagles roll in this game too.
Yeah, I'm taking the Eagles as well. I think that the Eagles' defense is starting to come around a little bit. I think you're going to be able to see them shut down the Titans' offense. A lot of teams have been shutting down Chris Johnson, and I've got to tell you, Chris Johnson, very smart getting all that money up front for this season, because he's not really doing anything, and I don't think he deserves the money as it is. Hey, let's move out to Kansas City. Jacksonville and Kansas City. I think this is one where Kansas City rolls over the Jaguars. The Jaguars just look so pathetic on Monday Night Football that how can they actually win against Kansas City? I think Kansas City still has belief in their ability and be able to win. I think Kansas City wins at home this week.
Yeah, Jacksonville's looked bad. Kansas City, despite the back-to-back losses, it was to the Texans and the Colts. The Chiefs are a team that's in it every week, and I agree with you. I think Kansas City wins this one as well.
Yeah.
That takes us probably one of the better matchups of the week.
And during the show, you called this the game of the week.
The game of the week, yeah, hands down. Pittsburgh at Miami. This one is one that it's tough, but inevitably, I'm basically letting the quarterback be the decision here. Ben Roethlisberger versus Chad Henne. Give me Roethlisberger, and the Steelers win.
All right, I'm taking the Steelers as well, too. I think that they are, even though you don't have them number one in your power poll, I think they are the best team in the NFL outside of the Jets, even though the Jets probably could be undefeated at this point in time had they not handcuffed Sanchez in the first game of the season. but the Steelers roll in Miami, but it's not going to be an easy victory. It's going to be one that they're going to have to earn. All right, let's go down. Let's keep it down south. We'll move it over to the Bayou. Who Dat Nation's hosting the Cleveland Browns this week. And I think that the Who Dat Nation takes down the Browns. This is going to be an easy game. This is going to be a game in which the Saints will be able to start getting back into the rhythm, start getting back to the basics, and be able to have a solid win over the Browns.
You mentioned my power poll, and that's pretty much what I said. The Saints' offense has been sputtering, to say the least. They've been coming up real short when it mattered in the red zone. Cleveland is pretty much the cure to what ails you. And Colt McCoy looked solid last week. He's getting the start again this week, but I still say New Orleans easily at home.
Okay.
It takes us to the NFC West leading Arizona Cardinals traveling up to Seattle. Tough place to play up there in Seattle. This might be the game. Looking at your sheet, I'm doing a little bit of cheating here. This might be our San Francisco-Oakland type matchup. I'm taking the Seahawks at home. The Seattle Seahawks, last week they got the road win. Congratulations. It was your second road win in 2 years. They are a totally different team at home. Matt Hasselbeck, they will shut down Max Hall and the Arizona Cardinals. Give me Seattle for the win.
I'm taking the Cardinals. Not that I believe in Max Hall and the offense. I believe more in their defense. And I think that their defense is going to win a lot of games for them. And I don't think that the Seahawks are that strong to pull off the win at home this week against the Arizona Cardinals. Give me the Cardinals with the win. New England, San Diego. In San Diego, we talked about this game during the show as well, too, about how difficult it was going to be to find out which San Diego team is going to show up. And after last week, the Patriots not having Randy Moss, we saw a team. We saw Deion Branch come back. It's very interesting.
9 catches, 98 yards, and a touchdown. Looked like he never left New England.
And Tom Brady looked very comfortable.
Yep.
I do not doubt the Patriots, and I'm not going to doubt them this week. I'm taking them.
Yeah, New England is a much better team when they're just spreading the ball and finding the open man. And I'm with you. San Diego is. They can beat anybody in the league, and they can lose to anybody in the league. And this week I got New England beating them, even though it's in San Diego. The next matchup here, we got Oakland at Denver. Denver is a tough team at home. Yeah. Oakland has a pretty decent secondary. Denver can't run the ball, but I don't think it matters at home. Denver almost beat the Jets. It took a last-minute touchdown for the Jets to beat them at home. The Jets are one of the better teams in the NFL.
Right.
Oakland is not. I'm taking Denver purely based off the fact that they're the home team.
The only reason why I'm taking it as well, too, Denver is a very hard place to win, whether if the Broncos are good or they're mediocre.
Yep.
They have a pretty decent team. I'm taking the Broncos, and I think they win by at least 10 points. Minnesota at Green Bay. We talked about this game during the show as well, too. Text me your junk, Brett Favre. Not me. I think you're going to see signs that say something about junk and text and so on and so forth.
Something along those lines, yeah.
Yeah, but hey, with Green Bay all beat up right now and all the injuries that they've got going on, I think this is a perfect opportunity for the Vikings to win 2 in a row, baby! Vikings, I'm taking them! Take it to the bank!
I'm taking them too. And, this to me was a trap game. I kind of thought about this one long and hard, and no pun intended there with Brett Favre, but well, actually short and hard. Short and soft, whatever. But Minnesota, like I said, I think this is a trap game. But like you said, Green Bay, just too many injuries right now. And mentally, they're breaking down against bad teams. They're keeping bad teams in games. And Minnesota's a team that basically it's do or die every game from here on out. Give me the Vikings. It's hard to count out Brett Favre in a game that matters.
Vern Troyer said, wow.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's pretty mini.
The Monday night matchup.
Go right into the game. Bad joke, sorry.
Bad, but we throw a lot of them around tonight and always. The Monday night matchup, 2 NFC East teams. You got the Dallas Cowboys. Pretty much this could be it for them. This could be the knockout punch that seals their fate. They're a 1-win team. Playoffs are pretty much out of the picture already. I'm taking the Giants in this one. Give me the Giants on the road.
The Cowboys are statistically one of the best teams in the NFL. They just have not been able to close anybody out. They haven't been able to put it all together and actually string together a solid win. With that being said, I'm taking the Giants.
2 stats that don't matter, or that do matter: wins, losses, turnovers. And the Cowboys aren't doing anything with either one of them. Real quick, it came down to one game where we disagreed on. It's going to be Seattle, Arizona. Patrick could pick up a game, or I could pick up another game. We'll see what happens.
I will be picking up a game, and I will only be 4 back come next week. Thank you so much for watching the NFL Rundown. It's posted every week right here on the DLeague.com. Follow us online, Twitter and Facebook at D-League Show. And don't forget, this week our show will be on Tuesday night because Wednesday night is Game 1 of the World Series. Hopefully we're talking Phillies-Rangers, which is my prediction. However, I have a feeling it's going to go otherwise. So.
I hope we're talking Phillies and anybody at this point.
Anyway, thank you so much for checking out the NFL Rundown. Patrick Jack, whatever like that. You know who we are. We'll see you guys next week. It's been the NFL Rundown. See ya.